I am Dr. Dinesh from India. I represent National Cooperative Union of India, which is the largest cooperative movement in the world. In India, we have basically we are an agrarian society where even today more than 70% people they eke out their livelihood from the farming. So farming is one of the most important occupation for the Indians. We have approximately 150 million hectare of cultivable land, and we have approximately 6 lakhs, 0.6 million villages and huge number of farmers. In India, the number of small and marginal farmers is almost 85%. So most of these farmers, they have land holding to the tune of around 1 to 1.2 acres land only. So farmers having a small land holding of 1 acre, mechanization is very difficult. So in such a situation where per capita availability of land, water and other resources are very limited, it is only the cooperative way of farming which is going to be economically viable and sustainable. Well, climate change has really knocked the doorstep in India. Before I came here, I just give you two contrasts. In one part of the India, there is a drought. There is no spell of rain at all. While in the southern part of India, there is a huge flood. You must have heard the news of Chennai airport being flooded for last almost 10 days. So climate change has almost knocked the door, and the common person, including farmers, they have come to realize the adverse impact of climate change, because so far people were talking about the climate change. And the farmers, they were not realizing that what exactly climate change is and how it is going to impact their lives and their farming system. But now the kind of calamity, the kind of changes which is happening in the environment, particularly, in some area it is drought, in some area it is flood, temperature is not coming down. December and January used to be the coolest month in India, coldest month. But let me tell you, when I came from India 2 days back, the temperature was 15. It should have been around, say, 10 or maybe 8 or 9. So the climate change is very, very visible, and it is really impacting the farming community and almost every sector in India. COP21, definitely this is going to be a big forum where all the related issues of climate change are being debated. And I will be particularly interested to look into the outcome which is going to affect the farming community. In the farming in India, in the entire agriculture value chain, starting from sowing to harvesting and post-harvesting, at every stage, the climate change is affecting the farmers' food value chain. And since the main stake of Indian economy lies on the agriculture, if the farmers can be made climate resilient, I think this could be one of the most important outcome of this event. And for that, I strongly believe that whatever outcome comes, it has to go to the farmers, because so far in India also we have developed variety of technology. We have done a lot of research works in different kind of best practices of the farming, but unfortunately all the research work has not reached the farmers. So whatever outcome comes in terms of practicing it, it has to reach the farmers, because unless farmers know about this, unless farmers are aware about this, unless farmers are properly educated, trained, groomed, developed, exposed to these kind of things, these things will remain only on the paper. The second thing which is very, very important is that any measure, whether it is for mitigating the climate change or modifying the systems or adapting to the climate change, has to be based on the local resources and local knowledge. Anything which is imposed from top is normally accepted. There have been hundreds of examples where we have got the best practices in one kind of country and the same has been tried to impose in another country. It has failed. So it is very, very important that whatever mitigation techniques or whatever adaptation techniques we are going to work on should be based on the local resources, should be aligned to the culture of people, so that they will understand it and they will be in position to implement it without any difficulty. This is very, very important, because green revolution in India is one of the finest examples to support this. Part of the India became very, very prosperous through high yielding variety, high dose of fertilizers, while remaining part of India, it could not get the benefit of that. because the farmers were not educated. So it is very, very important that different kind of outcomes which are coming from this forum, COP21, should be translated into action considering the local context. And this is very important, particularly in the context of India, because in India, we have 16 agroclimatic zones and huge number of biodiversity and huge number of crops. So all these techniques have to be dovetailed with the context of Indian farmers. And particularly, when I talk of Indian farmers, we have to consider that we are talking of the small and marginal farmers who are having a very small land holding. 2013 or 14 was declared the International Year of Farming, family farming. And in India, the farming is, accepted as a family farming way. We have huge number of women farmers. A typical farmer will have women, children, all the members working on the field. And it is not only agriculture that is related to production of crop, but it also includes other activity like fishery, poultry, meat production, animal husbandry. In fact, in India, we are, I think, number one in the dairy movement. And women farmers, they have done exceedingly well in organizing dairy farming in India. So, climate change is also going to impact the dairy farming because it relates to the different stages of lives of milch animals. So that is another area where we need to pay more attention. IFAD has been doing very good work in India. I am aware of few projects they have undertaken in India. I would like that IFAD should, whatever they are doing in India, they should try to replicate the successes in other parts of the India. For example, they have done something in Maharashtra. This is one state, and they have done one or two very good projects. So those projects must not be limited only to one or two pockets. They should be replicated in other states so that the benefit goes to other farmers, other areas, and people should be aware of it so that they can practice it in their daily work.